Hey guys, so I didn't want to leave you hanging for another day. I'm going to put yesterday's video and today's video together, and or this morning's. So I'm going to play this first, then you'll see yesterday's, which is Thursday, and then you'll see Friday's, and then that'll be the end of it. Good morning, guys. I actually have a couple of things I wanted to talk about this morning. They came to me. One of them came to me while I was taking Ramsey out for his morning business. And the other thing came to me just now, but I had been thinking about it for a while. Ooh, they put down fresh gravel and fill in the holes in my driveway. Yay! So I told you guys when it floods, my driveway gets these ruts. And he hasn't laid down fresh gravel in a long time. So he finally did, and it looks good, thank goodness. I have several items still coming from AliExpress. I ordered some double-sided tape so I can make some more of my labels and tags for my homemade items. Anyway, okay, so that was what I wanted to talk about. I'll talk about that when it comes in. My bra strap keeps. I'm sitting down comfortable, so my bra strap's really loose. Y'all gonna see it. I'm sorry. It's gonna flop off my shoulder because I have no shoulders. Anyway, okay. So the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing is kind of controversial, but the first thing I want to talk about is every morning when I go outside, I hear these sounds. It goes, ooh. And then somebody else comes back on the other side of the yard and goes, ooh, 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 ooh. Have you guys ever heard that sound in the morning? I know in Tennessee we hear it quite a bit. And I have to tell you, they are not owls. I've heard people have conversations about their owls in their yard and how they talk to each other all morning long, back and forth. Owls do not hoot in the morning. Look it up. Owls are nocturnal. What you are hearing, and some people just don't know this, is that is a type of dove that makes that sound. It sounds just like an owl. Look it up. And I know I have doves in my yard because they're all over the place when I get home from work. And I've seen them fly in flocks, and so we have doves. I have doves and cardinals and blue jays and all kinds of birds. Anyway, oh, by the way, Cinnamon still hasn't come back, so my guess is he's in a home or he's gone. Which makes me sad because I found some old baby pictures of him. Because you know that was he was the only one that she had. The baby kitty had in that litter. He was it. He was the only one. It's a balmy 70 degrees this morning. But anyway, I wanted to point that out. I know a lot of people actually don't know that. It sounds like an owl, but it is not. It is a type of dove that makes an owl sound. And what they're doing is they're communicating to each other. They make the same exact sound. There's like 4 or 5 of them in the mornings that I hear. And I've been meaning to bring that up. I'm going to blow my nose. I've been meaning to bring that up, but I totally forgot. The other thing was, I was thinking about my childhood because I never did get to tell you guys some more of my childhood stories. When I was in 3rd grade, I went to a little school in Lexington, South Carolina. We lived in West Columbia, but Lexington was just like right over the border. Sort of like the way I am with McMinn County and Bradley County. I was sort of right next to each other. So, what I did was, there was this little black girl that I was thinking about. She was my best friend. And she had these real pretty little pom-poms on her head. It was the 70s. And I always thought, I wish I could do that. Because back then, my hair was like straight. I had this little flippy thing on the bottom. Mom used to always curl my hair and fix it. Now, I say little black girl because she was not African American. Now, I want to point this out, and y'all can disagree with me if you want to. I don't care. Not all people of color who have dark skin are African American. But it is PC. We're supposed to say African American. American, yes. African American, not so much. And I'll tell you why. Because not all people of color are descent from Africa. So I don't understand why we do that. I really don't. Is it because being called the color of your skin is offensive? I'm a white girl. Why not? He's a tan boy. Why not? I don't understand. The other thing is, she was from Bolivia anyway. How I remember that, I don't know. But she was. So she was black. She had dark skin. Anyway, that was my controversy. That was my controversial conversation there. I just don't understand. The other thing is, I had a friend when I was in high school who was whiter than me. Her parents were born and raised in Africa. She was not a missionary. Half of the country is white. She was born in America. Does that make her an African American? Because that's what she is. Right? And it's not the color of her skin. Just a thought. Anyway, I've always disagreed with the whole African American thing because that's not who they are. Not everybody is descended from Africa. Not every colored person is descended from slavery. Some people are descendants from their families that came over to the country afterwards. And since. It doesn't make them African American. Makes them, if they're from Europe, it makes them European. But people don't call me Swedish, Dutch, Irish. I'm an American. They are an American, period. American. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. Just my little oxymoron miscommunication. Just don't understand what the hell. I need to be eating my sandwich. Ugh, crust. I left the crust on. I was in a hurry. So I made my little wham sandwich that I told you guys about the other day. So good. I was going to show you. See, this is what it looks like. See, it looks like a ham salad. It's good. So there's a car beside me, looking my way. That big truck in the red you see. I'm the only one I've ever seen do this in my town. Oh look, he's moving. And he's looking at me as he's moving. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Anyway. So we put some really nice Levi jackets up. I'm in the process of putting them up in our Lookout wholesale shop. It's called Deal Ninja on eBay and Amazon. I think these are going on eBay. Let's Deal Ninja. If you guys know some larger people, we've got some, these go all the way up I think to 4X. We have some really nice Champion, really nice t-shirts. The heavy duty kind, the sports kind. Those go up to 5X, 6X, 5X, 5X, and 4X tall. So if you guys know of anybody, let them know. That one is going to be on Goodbye Retail on eBay. And the price is really reasonable. We try to lower our price than anybody else. We're very competitive with our pricing. But the quality is good. We get them from a distributor. And so they can't be returned at the stores. They do have like little X's in the collar or on the label or the tag. And then we get some in that have actual tags on them too. I know our Nike shoes are from a Nike distributor. We get them wholesale and we sell them cheaper than the stores. And that's with free shipping. All of our stuff in the U.S. is free shipping unless it's over a certain weight. Just about everything we have is free shipping. But anyway, yeah, our Nike shoes are, we say that they're new with defects, and it's because like some of them were like store displays or from where they've been sitting on the shelf for a long time. Most are without boxes, some are with boxes. We have Juicy Couture merchandise, little tracksuits and tank tops and tube tops and little shorts. Really, really reasonable. I would never pay that price, but I've looked at the other prices for that, and our prices are good. Yep. Road's officially open. Alright, it's 5 minutes till. I'm not nearly done with my sandwich like I should be. No Brandy. No Gretchen. No bosses. Tristan's in his little tiny car. I'm going to pull up. There we go. Eat my lamb sandwich. So, Crystal's not here either. I'm the first one here. They're all going to freak out on me. Hey, Gretchen. Michael's sitting in his car. I'm trying to scrub this down. If you guys have never tried this before, it's really good. Coconut water with espresso. It's natural. I can read the ingredients. I will show them. They are readable. See? Yeah, check it out. Our local UGO, which is United Grocery Outlet. I know they're in Athens and Cleveland. There's one in Cleveland, one in Athens, one in Etowah. I know there's more out there. They were 3 for $1. And it's like 20 ounces, right? 17.5. But it's really good. I mean, it's not overbearing with coffee, and the coconut water is smooth. Good. Anyway, that's my talk for this morning. I will see you guys later this afternoon. Good morning, guys. I am, if you haven't noticed, this is a different day. I have different clothes. I forgot to load last night. I forgot to add my extra time and load my extra visit with you guys. It is Friday. So, if you haven't already noticed, I put Thursday before this one. I'm going to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video when I edit these two together. But anyway, so I got an acquisition yesterday, and that was something that I wanted to tell you guys about. I'm going to turn my air down because it's really chilly. It's 69 degrees this morning. I got a really nice breakfast beside me. It is not very portable. It's in a bowl. And I haven't even begun to dig into it yet. Madison was awake this morning. Ramsey woke me up at 6. I laid back down for an extra 20 minutes. feel like I've got something in my eye. It's very foggy, this one. Ooh, that didn't feel good. There's something going on over there on this corner of the eye. So, I have not gotten my speaker yet that I ordered from AliExpress. It's been 2 months. I ordered it on the 6th of June because I wanted to listen to my MP3 player at the office because we can't have earbuds. It'd be better if I had an earbud because then I could just zone out and just slam things go. Just go. Great. So I have grits, which if you guys didn't know is ground up hominy. I have Morningstar veggie sausage. And I have locally grown fresh tomato. So good. Told you it wasn't very portable. But anyway, what I got was, y'all gonna laugh at me, in the trunk of my car for 20 bucks. There's 2 huge tubs and a black garbage bag full of yarn. I know. Don't fuss at me. I did not need any more yarn. But I am going to sort through it. See what I want to work with. And I got my coffee. Starbucks Cafe Verona. It is a dark roast with a hint of cocoa chocolate. Of course, it doesn't have the sweet taste to it until it says it's sweet, but it's not sweet. It just has the hint of chocolate in it, like cocoa powder chocolate. Before you add the sugar to it and make it into a treat. I never thought about doing something like that. Hey, let's roast this bean and ferment it, because y'all didn't know. I don't know. Well, y'all may know this. Chocolate beans, before it turns into actual chocolate that we eat, is actually fermented. It rots for a very long period of time. They let it out in the sun. It's not just dried. I mean, it rots. It's because they have to get the outer shell off. Then they have to dry it out, roast it. Then they grind it up into the powder that is used to make the chocolate that we loved as a kid. Right, as adults. Just a little tidbit of history. I saw I want to say it was a documentary, but it wasn't a documentary. It was some kind of cooking show where they took you through the process of how the beans were fermented. Oh, I know, it was about fermented foods. It was talking about like how kimchi came to be, and the chocolate came to be, and different fermented things that I didn't realize were fermented. But anyway, I'm pretty fascinated. Chocolate actually is a fermented bean. Some people probably didn't want to know that. Just like you don't want to know about the pus that is allowed in our milk and our cheese products by the FDA. FDA allows a certain amount of pus to be in our dairy products. Now we're talking cheese, butter, milk, sour cream, cottage cheese, yogurt. Yep. You're eating it. Isn't that gross? It's gross. Anyway. I can't say nothing. I still like my occasional cheese stick. I've learned to live without putting cheese on things, you know, like on top of spaghetti and stuff like that, because I've gotten used to the vegan alternatives. If I wanted that, nutritional yeast has the mimicking flavor of cheese, but not all cheeses are created equal. And before I did this, I love cheese. That was the hardest thing for me to give up. And what it is our brains are conditioned from the time we're kids. And the dairy industry tells us, it's good for you, it's good for you, it's good for you. You want to know why? Because they're making money. That's why they say it's good for you. You can get more calcium, better calcium through plants. And the only way your body can absorb calcium and vitamin K is with vitamin D. Well, you can buy a synthetic vitamin D pill, or you can go out in the sun for 20 minutes and get it naturally. But your body doesn't need as much calcium as you think you do. If you guys decide to do research on stuff like this, the information that I'm giving you, make sure you are looking at the scientific studies, multiple studies on each thing, that are not backed by money. Let me rephrase that. It all costs money. That are not backed by, like if you look in an article or a study on milk, it does the body good. It really doesn't. You're really poisoning your body. But if you do research on that, make sure that you look at the bylines and that it is not funded by the Dairy Association, or that is not funded by people who support the Dairy Association. You want to look at the studies that are non-biased. Those are going to be your real studies, because if somebody from the dairy industry or somebody that backs the dairy industry shows you a study that was done, there are 5 or 6 more studies out there that are not done by the dairy industry that will prove it wrong, because they're not making a profit on it. They're giving you the truth. That's what you want. You want the truth. And some of you may not want to know this, and that's okay. That's up to you. Even though I know the facts and the scientific proof, you guys need to check out Dr. McGregor. He wrote a book called How Not to Diet and How Not to Die. It's about lifestyle changes in the food you eat to heal your body. Now, the reason for this is, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, that's great. The reason why I say this is because he only goes by factual scientific studies. He backs up everything with, like, the last book he wrote, he had over 1,000 studies to back up the information that he was giving. Proven studies. Years and years and years of studies. And it has been proven over and over again that Adventists are one of the oldest living. They're the diet that they have adopted. They're the oldest living, I won't say the oldest living people or the oldest living group, because they got it right years ago. Now, there is such a thing as a fat vegan. Don't confuse whole food, plant-based food eating with veganism. The only thing that a vegan and a whole food, plant-based person has in common is that they don't eat meat, dairy, or eggs. That's the only thing they have in common. Where's Joe? Anyway. The only thing they have in common. Anyway, it's time for me to go, and I will talk to you guys later. Sorry about that. Just wanted to say goodbye and thank you, and I'm eating my vegan mac and cheese. See, it looks good, right? Yeah. I don't want to emulate cheese. You can't emulate cheese. It's not going to taste exactly the same. Your taste buds are conditioned a certain way through life. But if you clean your palate for 30 days, once you taste other things, it tastes really different. Like cheese, to me, now that I've eaten the way that I have, if I have real cheese, it tastes extremely salty. Now, here's something that you should try. If you guys ever get a chance to taste fresh cheese, try it without the salt enzyme that they put in it. Try it without salt. Try eating a cheese without flavoring. It tastes like you're chewing a ball of fat. It's so disgusting. It's the enzymes and the flavorings and the salt that they put in it and the way that they condition it that gives it its flavor that everybody likes. But to eat it by itself, it is not good at all. It really isn't. If you ever get a chance to do it, I highly recommend it. Anyway, know that. I'm going to get out of here. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah. Peace out. Hey guys, it is Saturday the 22nd. I filmed for like 2 seconds yesterday to let you guys know that I had issues uploading Thursday night. So this one's going to be short, sweet, and to the point, because I really don't have anything new to tell. Some of you were interested in wanting to know how the doctor's appointment went. It went good. She was pretty thorough. It was pretty much just to get me back on my medications that I was no longer on and to increase one of them. And then, sorry, it is Saturday. My hair's clean. It's just all bunched up and I got my jammies because it's jammy Saturday. I relax on Saturdays. It's jammy Saturday. Yeah, so okay, so the appointment went good. I was able to pick up 3 of my 5 medications. She increased my Repinerol, which is for restless leg syndrome. And I took one at 8 o'clock last night. You're supposed to take it an hour to 3 hours before you go to bed. And usually on Friday nights, I stay up pretty late. As you guys know, usually I do my stitching. And took it at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I couldn't hold my head up. It knocks me out. It's so that I don't have the pain in my legs so that I can sleep. I woke up briefly at 1 o'clock in the morning to make sure Maddie went to bed, which she was wide awake. I had to make her go to bed. Then I woke up again at 4 o'clock. I'm glad I'm taking this on the weekend because I haven't been on it for a while. I was only on 1 milligram before, or 1 gram. Now I'm on 2. And if it gets to be too much, she said just cut it in half. But it's so I can sleep through the night. So then I stayed up this morning from 4. I took Ramsey out at 7:30. And then at 8:30 I laid back down for a couple hours and then got up and made a big breakfast for Maddie because she went and she spent the night with my sister tonight. And we're all meeting tomorrow at Olive Garden for my birthday lunch. Now my birthday's on Wednesday, but my niece and her husband, I told you that guys this before, they're in town, and so we're all going to get together and eat and celebrate. So I'm home alone, and I've been munching. I'll show you what I've been munching on right now. This is, let's see if I can get in there.
that would be my potato corn chowder, the last of it. Now, normally potato corn chowder doesn't have carrots in it, but I had some extra carrots, so I put carrots in it, and I had a small Japanese eggplant that I put in there as well. And flaxseed, I put in some ground flaxseed because I haven't been taking it like I should to get my omega-3s in. So it's kind of thick, which is fine because potato corn chowder is supposed to be thick, but it's supposed to be whiter than that. And then I've got some fresh sliced tomatoes I've been munching on. And I had me a Cafe Verona. Did I have 2 cups of coffee this morning? I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. And it kind of made me nauseous. It's pretty strong. It's a dark roast. It's pretty strong. And I'm about to munch on one of these pretty bananas. So yeah, I think that's it. Other than that, I've been stitching all morning. I've got to go hang up my phone. I talked to my friend Erin for almost an hour this afternoon. And then I got to talk to my friend Amy, and a little bit I got to talk to my friend Eva, and I now have her number on how to contact her. And even if you're watching, I will be calling you at some point. I have to charge my stupid phone. Yeah, for some reason, Amy and I have, y'all saw Amy in that one video I posted. For some reason, I have issues with being able to get through to Amy on her phone. We've been battling this for like 2 years now. But anyway, so you see all this right here? That is laundry I've got to do at some point tonight. I've got to go put it away. Because my house is a disaster. It is, yeah, I'm not even going to show you my living room. I'm glad it's the headshot. I am going to the craft room. Maddie actually made up her bed before she left. Only because I almost practically threatened her. So, this is some of the yarn that I got. I got to put that in my craft video. And this is some of the other yarn that I've got. So, I'm going through that stuff. And I started 3 new projects with this yarn. And I'm having fun. I'm having fun. So, I've been staying pretty busy. Now, if you guys are interested, I'm going to come real slow. I still have a kitten. We got him back. So this little boy is still available if you guys are interested. He's so soft and he's so sweet. He's so sweet. He's got golden eyes. He's going to be fuzzy like Boo Boo Kitty. He is not fixed yet. Oh, rain's starting to come down. He's got a flea collar on. And I've been giving them flea medicine. But isn't he beautiful? He needs a home, guys. We just got too many babies. We got him back because one of the girls that got him that I worked with, yeah, my big mess behind me. One of the girls that I work with, she moved to North Carolina and couldn't take him with her. They couldn't have animals in their apartment. So I said, yeah, I'd take him back and I'd find him a home. And this is Boo Boo Kitty. You guys know Boo Boo Kitty? This is Boo Boo Kitty. Yeah. That's Mama. She's getting fat. We got her fixed. And she's getting fat, but I think he's going to be tiny like her. But he's really soft. He's a little skittish for some reason. I don't know why. But, I mean, once you get a hold of him, he lets you love on him. He doesn't try to fight you. He doesn't try to claw you or anything. So he's not feral. Feral? Anyway, so if you guys know of anybody that's interested, we are trying to rehome him. I haven't really advertised it much because we were going to see if we wanted to keep him or not. And I was like, it's just too much. He's very mischievous, and it's just too much. My antique, my grandmother's antique dress, what do you call it? Dress bust. That's what she used to put, a dress form. It's a dress form. It's a body form. It's mechanical. It opens, the breastplates open up for different sizes, but I want you to see what the cats have done to it. Can you believe it? Used to be covered with this fabric, and the cats have done that. Can you believe? Oh, when I realized that they had done it, I was so angry. But anyway, and also I'll tell you guys this: Maddie has decided she has outgrown her not all of her. Oh, see, Garfield's everywhere in this house. Not all of her Nemo stuff, or she wants to keep the big Nemo on the wall, the big one that I've got on her wall. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. So I've taken some of her, that's my headdress for my hats and stuff to take pictures. So some of her, I took some of her bubbles and fish and stuff and put it in here. So why not? So anyway, so that's what I've got. Yeah, that's the craft room. There's another view of it. I've got to film for tomorrow as well. So I'm going to be working on my blankets, and I'm listening to Midnight Sun, Stephanie Meyer's book. Oh, let's go get some tea. Stephanie Meyer's book came out on the 5th of August, so it just came out a couple weeks ago. I think Amazon has it on back order, actually. But they have the audiobook that you can get. Well, one of the places that I found had the audiobook that you could listen to. It was in 3 parts, and they've already pulled the first part. They had it up for 2 weeks and they pulled it because they're advertising for their channel, for their website, so that you could purchase the audiobook. So they have section 2 and 3 up. I found somebody else that is doing it just word for word. I'm on chapter 4, I believe. Oh, had to get more drink. But anyway, so that's what I've got going on. Hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. It's kind of dreary outside today. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and I will see you guys on Monday. Hope you have a great weekend. Peace out. I don't know what just happened. So anyway, so I tried to upload Wednesday and Thursday's video up Thursday night, because Wednesday I was having a bad day. I didn't get a chance to video much. And for some reason, when I woke up this morning, I went to bed and just let it run, and it didn't pick up. I don't know what happened. So I am putting this at the beginning of Wednesday and Thursdays, but it's Friday. I may film later and load it up for you guys, but I had to add an extra minute or two, so because it won't let me reload the video once I deleted it and tried to reload it, because I think the minutes or something would probably screwed up. So what you're about to watch is Wednesday on Thursday. So here we go. Hi guys, it's not morning, it's afternoon. Look how puffy my face is. Ugh. I'm not buckling because I'm going to check my mail. It's been a very rough day so far. Had issues with my legs earlier, and I've done something to my back, which subsides the pain to my legs, believe it or not. So I'm going into work late. I need to support my team, which is why I'm going into work. I can't let things like this bother me. I've got a doctor's appointment in 2 days, so okay. I'm gonna be short of breath, so I probably won't film very long this morning. I may film later this afternoon if my body feels up to it. Unless you guys don't mind seeing me like this. Anyway, I could just flip the camera around, and I did get, Tony said that she liked the view, and Erin said it messed her up because she's trying to see the road while she's listening to me talk and seeing 2 different views at the same time of the road. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna eat my sandwich and on the way to work, and I'll come back to you guys later. Sorry guys. Alright, good morning guys. I've got my breakfast ready to go. Got it on a Arnold's multigrain bread with some vegan smoked turkey, a little Golden's spicy mustard, and vegan mayo. Vegan eggs.
I follow your heart. All right. Oh, I do not reverse in the mornings. I am backed in, so you guys will get to see the front yard. Look at that, isn't pretty? That's my front yard. So, my car is still leaking oil. I'm on my way to work. I made myself some Cafe Verona dark roast Starbucks coffee in my Hamilton Beach Keurig knockoff. Sucker works good. Hey, if you can pay half the price and it works, get it. It was a gift though. Alright, so this is kind of the same view that you got the other day, because this is the same way I'm going to work today. So my landlord, normally when I drop off my rent check, it is cashed the very next day. I always hope that they would wait, a day or two, but it's always cashed the very next day. Well, it's because I put it in an envelope, and I put my house number and my last name, and I put rent, and I think the missus is the one that cashes it, or puts it in the bank. But last Wednesday, this is Thursday, right? Okay, so last Wednesday, I pulled up in the driveway, and the mister was in the driveway, and I handed it to him personally. My guess, it's still in his wallet, because it's been a week, and they have not cashed it. Which is really messing up my chi every time I look at my bank account. Madsen was an angel this morning, and I think it's because she got up before I did. I snoozed a long time because I knew I was going to wear the same clothes I wore yesterday, because I only wore them for 4 hours. So when I got up, she had already taken Ramsey out to go potty, and hadn't gotten her breakfast, so I had went ahead and got her breakfast and got her almond milk and some oranges. Got her all set up. She was already starting her schoolwork. I said, "Is that your schoolwork?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, well, okay. You want to start early, you go right ahead." Things have gotten better. I think we just had a bad day the other day when we blew up at each other. It was bad, guys. I mean, I left a lot of stuff out. It was bad. That shouldn't happen at that age. If I had done that with my mother, I mean, she didn't. I did most of the yelling. She raised her voice, but I did most of the yelling because I was pissed at a lot of stuff that was being assumed or said. But she kept triggering me. And then when the whole atheist thing came out, of course now we found out she's not atheist. She doesn't know what she believes. She's confused, which is fine. You can be confused at that age. That's understandable. Find your way. The only thing I can do is pray. But and at that age too, you're discovering your sexuality and your hormones are going crazy. And in today's day and age, there's so much pressure and confusion on who you want to be with and love and sex. And we talked about the other night. We talked about I think it was night before last. We talked about being interested in sex. And I told her, I said, well, you're at that age. I said, but you haven't been exposed. Like, our younger generation, I mean our older generation was, because today's generation, they do everything online, or they do everything in the comfort of their home. I'm going to turn you guys around. And the reason why I turned you around was because I remember the other day I had to blur out some license plates. I totally forgot about that. But anyway, I said, when I was your age, we hung around with the boys, and we had access to being alone with boys more often than she does now, which is good, because she's like, ew, gross, Mom. And I even talked about, I'm not going to go into detail about it because it would probably gross you out. But I didn't want to do it for shock value, but I wanted her to understand. And the whole time she kept going, disgusting. Ew, that's gross. And then she said, maybe I'll just be a lesbian. I said, yeah, but lesbians put things in there too. She says, yeah, I know. They have strap-ons. And I said, not just that. And I started giving her a little bit of detail. And she was like, oh, Mom. Oh, no. I'm never having sex. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say this. Say that, but I'm thankful she feels this way. I hope she feels this way as long as possible. And we talked about purity rings and saving yourself for someone you love. And I think the reason why it came up was because we were watching Reba, and she was going on a date. Well, she was been dating this guy after her and her husband had divorced, and she hadn't been with anybody since her husband, and she was with him for 20 years. So she had the opportunity. She had the house to herself for the weekend. She had the opportunity to get intimate with her boyfriend. And she told him, after him and Han and going from room to room and stopping him and being uncomfortable and all that, after going through all that, she watched it with me. This is what was so great. She said, call me old-fashioned, she said, but I feel like when you are intimate with somebody like that and you give yourself, you need to at least be in love with somebody, don't you? Don't you feel that way? He said, yeah. And so she's like, well, I'm not at that point. I'm sorry, but I really like you a lot, but I don't know how I feel in that respect yet. And he says, I understand. It's very understanding, nice guy, real sweet. And he ended up leaving, but I'm glad she got to see that. And then, I don't know, that's how we ended up getting on the topic of what was going on. So that's a good thing. So yeah. So obviously I did not post a video yesterday, so I'm posting a double day today. I didn't film anymore last night. I slept really good. Tomorrow's my doctor's appointment, so hopefully things will work itself out tomorrow. Of course, it takes some time for your medication to get into your system. There's 2 that I'm looking forward to taking again. I felt like I needed to go to work yesterday. I think if I laid in the bed any longer, my back was going to hurt worse. So it's good. There's stage. This day is just going, this week, this year. Y'all, it's the middle of August. Unbelievable. And my stupid Fitbit watch, I've got the Fitbit Versa, big one. It apparently isn't holding a charge like it was. Used to, I could go 3 days without charging it. Now it's like I go 2. Either that or I'm just wearing it out when I... And here's a tip for you guys. If you get points or get paid or you get... You're trying... If you want actual steps, I can get 10,000 steps on this thing sitting on the couch. And how I found that out was because I got this little Starburst thing that popped up, said 15,000 steps. And I'm like, on a Saturday, and I was like, where in the world did that come from? What? It's your wrist motion. Your wrist motion is what gives you your steps. That is so wrong. Oh, Crystal's behind me. That is so wrong. I mean, it's just like, it's not accurate. So my suggestion to you is if you are a knitter or a cross stitcher and you want actual steps, only wear your watch when you are actually walking. School bus is coming through now. Going to hinder me from getting to work on time. No. I got 2 minutes. We have a 15-minute leeway though. My hairs that I do have are squirrely now. I don't know why we can't go. Why aren't we going? Oh, because there's people that need to turn. They can't turn because there's traffic coming. You see all those cars passing me? That's because they finally got the bridge done. And I was going to show you guys the bridge. I never did show you the construction of the bridge. Yeah, that's Crystal behind me. We got to get in. We don't have a Gretchen though. And I don't see Ross's cars. Door's unlocked. Joe unlocks it for us. Isn't that nice? Alright, guys. I'm masking up because of my eyes. I'll see you in a minute.
Hey guys, wrapping it up for the night. I'm going to piece all this together. It's 10 o'clock. I just take my medication. Have a doctor's appointment tomorrow afternoon. I may film in the morning on the way to work. I'm not sure about that yet. Finally got all of our laundry done. Not everything I wanted to get done. There's some accessory stuff that I want to do later, some other time in the next couple weeks. But my niece and her husband are in town, and we're supposed to visit with them on Sunday. Before they got married, when she would come into town, she would come spend the night with us one night. But yeah, that would be kind of weird. I don't have a place for them both to sleep unless they slept on the couch, but then they wouldn't sleep together. They'd sleep in the inn, and anyway. So, no, Ramsey, no. I'm going to eat a few bites of some pasta salad, pasta with vegetable marinara. I can't think, I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a very emotional day. I might talk about it tomorrow morning. We shall see. But as of right now, I'm going to wrap this up. I think I had some decent conversation with you this morning, so we will put that all together. Oh, I can show you my stack. It's getting big of my spirals. It's going to be pretty when I'm done. I know it's not a crafting channel, but I still have to share. It'll be on my crafting channel on Sunday. it'll be late Sunday evening when I post my video for my craft channel, because meeting my sisters for lunch Sunday. So anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace out.